thank you for coming back to my channel, my pretty little dreamers. In this video, I'm just going to show you the method to my madness and how I bleach and pluck basically all my lace pieces. So right here, I'm just going in with some holding spray. It doesn't really matter what brand of holding spray. You just want to make sure it's a tacky holding spray, something that has it's very, very tacky, very sticky, because the purpose of this step is to kind of fill in the holes in the lace to make sure that if you do push too hard, that it won't bleed through too much and bleach the actual hair. You just want to bleach the knots during this process. So to get this bleaching process started, I'm going to go in with my Bw2 powder and my 30 volume developer first. Now, the reason I go in with my 30 volume developer first is because, as you guys know, with pre-plucked frontal units or just lace pieces in general, the back knots are the bigger knots. The knots that are in the front aren't as big. So I'm going to bleach the back of the frontal first before I touch the pre-plucked portion of the frontal. I like the consistency of my bleach to be like toothpaste. That way when I push it and surround my knots, it doesn't seep too deep. You know you made it right if you can flip your bleach mixture over and nothing falls out. So to actually get started with the bleaching process, like applying it, it doesn't matter if you start in the back middle, back right, back left, it doesn't matter. As long as you start in the back, you want to apply this mixture of bleaching powder and 30 volume to just the back knots. You want to stop right before you get to the pre-pluck section of the frontal. I know it may look like I'm being rough, but that's just because the video is being sped up. I'm going to add a clip, a normal clip, that way you guys can actually see how gentle I'm being. The most that I can say is that I really am pushing this mixture into the lace, because I want to surround the full knot. I want to submerge the full knot in this bleaching mixture so the knot can lift properly. I don't want to just have the bleach on the back part of the knot. The sides are not going to get touched, so you're still going to see some sort of knot, okay? But make sure you guys don't press too hard. Like I said, that's why I like the mixture to be on the thicker side. That way I can press and still be okay. So as you guys can see, I got a little bleach on some of the hair. It's no big deal. Just go in with some water and wipe it down. Water does slow down the bleaching process, but it does not solely stop it. Water cannot stop the bleaching process by itself. You need some type of neutralizing shampoo. So that's where I stopped applying the 30 volume developer mixture, because that's where all the bigger knots were, in the back portion of the frontal, and I'm gonna let that sit for 20 minutes. So the 20 minutes are up. Me personally, I don't like to waste product. And since this wig is for myself, I didn't toss the bleach away. It's just a little bit, so it's not gonna have much of, it's not, and plus it's been sitting for 20 minutes. Bleach stops processing at full capacity as long as it oxidizes, so bleach is not as strong as when you first mix it within the 45 minutes. So that bleach is not as strong. It's probably 20 volume at this point. So I just did my little mixture. No, I didn't measure. I just eyed it. Like I said, you want a thicker consistency. You want it to be like toothpaste. And I'm gonna go in and hit that front portion that I didn't hit the first time. When I do the front portion of the frontal wig, I do like to drag that bleach upward, like past the hairline, just to make sure I get all the knots. So I know it's only a little bit of frontal left, but right here I'm just going to show you regular speed of how I'm applying the bleach, how I'm not being rough. I'm just simply laying the bleach and pushing it through. I'm not Okay, so I'm laying it down like a wet peanut butter, and then I go back over it and I push it through to make sure that it's actually going through the grit holes, because I did use that Got2b as a form of a protective barrier. So as you guys can see, the back portion of this frontal wig is already starting to lift. Some of the knots have lifted, some of them have not. It's only been 20 minutes. So I let this process for a full 45 minutes. 45 minutes for the back and 25 minutes for the front. I'm going to be rinsing the knots off with cold water, because after bleaching and when hair is wet is when hair is at its most fragile. So you guys want to be careful with this part, okay? So I'm going to go in with my neutralizing shampoo about 2 different times. Honestly, you want to go in with neutralizing shampoo until you stop seeing pink. If you still see pink, that means there's still bleach residue in your wig, meaning your wig is still going to process. That's why some of your lace frontals / closures continue to bald or have a lot of shedding, because you guys didn't properly shampoo out all of that bleach. I didn't think I kept recording for this part, but this is a good little hack to do with extra bleach products, color products. Throw them away, save the environment. What I just did was put some Royal Navy Blue dye in a bowl and some hot water, and I'm going to mix it. Right now I'm just going to go in to tone. This is a nice little tip to do if you guys can't find blue shampoo. I can never find blue shampoo. I live in Orlando, Florida. I don't know what it is with the girls down here, but they leave me none on the shelf, so I have to improvise. Okay, so I just took some of that mixture I just made, and I'm gonna put some purple shampoo. The reason I like to mix the purple shampoo off to the side, oh look at that, it's so pretty. I like to mix it off to the side because when I mix it in the sink and I like really mix it, I get too many suds and I can't see the color. Like I can't tell if the color's right. I left that in there for 15 minutes. Dang, I thought I was going to show you guys when I picked it up. I'll probably show you after I shampoo it. But I'm going to go in, I'm going to shampoo the actual wig. So right now I'm actually cleaning the wig in its entirety. So the wig is bleached. I'll probably show you guys that later. I'm just going to show you how I normally shampoo my wig. So if you guys ever come in for a wig refresher, this is what I'm most likely going to do. I'm going to wash your wig, detox it. You see all that brown residue. Now this wig came straight from the factory, and I'm not gonna lie, this is EL Aspirations collection hair, so everything you see shedding wise is in real time. I'm not gonna take it out. Great hair. This is Waterwave, so you guys know with your curlier textures you guys do get a little bit more shedding, but honestly, for me to have bleached this wig and to just go right into shampooing, look at me taking out the suds. I hate suds. It's excessive. It had minimal amount of shedding. look, rinse as long as you need to, okay? Your wig is not clean until you stop seeing suds. Alright? So, honestly, until I'm satisfied with the water, I still do have to condition anyways. I'm gonna go in with a conditioner. This is just some conditioner I had lying around. It's not anything special. I used 2 packs of it in this hair, and um, she felt really nice to begin with, so I didn't do a deep conditioner on her. Deep conditioning meaning like added heat. I just let her sit in this mixture for about, I don't know, I left the house honestly, I want to say like 4 hours. I just let her sit in the conditioner. When applying conditioner, I try not to get any conditioner on my knots. I get as close to the knots like when I brush it through the hair, but I try not to put any directly on the knots. I don't know if anything's gonna happen if you do. I hope not, but I just don't. It makes, I don't know. I feel like I'm okay with if the conditioner doesn't rinse out of the hair completely on the bottom of the hair, but it's hard when you have all that product build up where you want it to be flat, and that greasy look is not cute. Make sure you rinse the full wig, like the cap, everything. Make sure you wash all of that real good. So here's the moment y'all all been waiting for. Here are the knots up close and personal, normal speed. This is not sped up at all, one bit. As you guys can see, this lace, these knots, they took, oops, it took really nice. This hair feels really great. I'm loving it. I'm in love with it. Thank y'all for tuning in for part 1 of the how-to series. In part 2, I'm going to teach you guys how I pluck. So stay tuned. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, put them down below. And hopefully you guys already like, share, and subscribe this video. See y'all later. Bye.